we're thinking about getting a kitten.
Belle, are you ready for a sibling?
Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today's video is so exciting because I will be taking you on a journey where we get to find Belle a little sister. Honestly, this was so exciting. Daniel and I have wanted 2 cats for a while now. If you know, you know. I wanted an older cat and I wanted a little kitten. And initially, I wanted to rescue both. And I wanted to rescue a cat that was a little bit older and had been in a shelter for a longer time. And then obviously if the people at RSPCA could find one, get a little kitten who would be okay with an older cat. But we got Belle, we love her dearly, but I just felt bad for leaving her alone at home. So we wanted to get her a little sister and we found her. And this is the story of Frankie. I've been kind of waiting to put her out online because I want this video to be the official introduction of her because she's just the sweetest little pie ever. But let's get right into it. I'm on RSPCA New South Wales and I'm looking at the Illawarra shelter and it's just too sad. It's just too sad. Look at this cute little boy that I found on here. I'm looking at dogs. We're not thinking about getting a dog. We're thinking about getting a kitten. We'll get back to that in a second. But look at this dog. He's 11 years old. He's so cute. Look at his little ears. The first line is, I'm sweet old gentle pup looking for a new home. How sweet. Anyway, if you want to adopt a dog or a cat, please go to RSPCA because there's many there, okay? Do you want to see some of the kittens that we like? This is Doe. This is Keith. And this is Patsy. Since we've gotten Belle, we've been toying with how long we were gonna wait until we get a kitten and if we were ready and if she was ready and XYZ. So we just every now and then would just explore, just have a little gaze on RSPCA because they're just so cute. And obviously the pets that are available to be adopted chop and change because, you know, people go in and adopt them. So it's just a regular Friday night. I was looking on RSPCA, but I was like, I had a feeling in me. I was like, I'm gonna film this because maybe this is the weekend where we get Belle's little sister. Anyway, so we're looking online. I found the most gorgeous kittens ever. Patsy was my absolute fave. I don't know what it is about her, but I just wanted to eat her up. So the next few clips you're about to see is from Adoption Day, which is the Sunday. So I was right. So that feeling in me to tell me to film was right. Love it. So you saw me looking at RSPCA the other day, but back on there, Patsy's gone. So sad. All the kittens are gone because they get snatched up so quickly. But we found 2 other ones that are really cute. Let me show you.
5 months is sort of kitten-ish.
This is the only kitten that's left. His name is Frankie.
Her name.
Oh, but she's quite shy, so we don't know if she would vibe with Belle. But Leonardo, the other one, he's 2 years old and he's a stud. Look at him. And maybe we'll get him.
Let's see.
No, Daniel.
Look at
too much.
He's chill, this cat. You can already tell the way he's looking at the camera. He's like, so what are we doing? What's going
on? So I think we're gonna duck into RSPCA today just to take a look.
Oh, he's got knuckles.
And oh, so
Whoa.
cute. Look at his knuckles. August is kind of cute.
August looks like
scared.
A stripper.
Oh my gosh. He's gone through it, I feel like. Look at his eyes. Oh.
When his eyes are wide, he looks like he's wigging out. Independent. I mean, we can just drive there and see.
Yeah, and there might be some that they haven't even updated yet.
Maybe. Yeah. You never know.
After looking at all the cats on RSPCA, Daniel and I had a little chat off camera, just about what we wanted and how I really wanted a kitten. I really wanted the whole experience from, you know, from a really young age to when they grow into an adult. So I knew that maybe Leonardo wasn't the one for us, even though he was so cute. And I really, really loved Frankie. He didn't really want to go into RSPCA without coming out with a little animal baby. So we were just toying between going if there was one there that we really loved and actually buying one that weekend, or just wait another time. But I really loved Frankie and I'm really glad that we went to go pick her up. So that's when we decided we would call RSPCA just to check on Frankie, because in her description she said she was a really fearful cat. I was expecting her to be really skittish and really scared when she came, but yeah, spoiler alert, she really wasn't. She was just like a little bit scared like a normal kitten would be, but she wasn't overly fearful. We're very happy about that, and you'll hear what the RSPCA ladies tell us. Daniel's ringing RSPCA to see if Frankie will be able to deal with another cat.
So I've been on your website looking at potentially adopting a cat or a kitten, and my wife and I noticed that there was Frankie, domestic short hair, female.
Belle, are you ready for a sibling? Do you want a sibling, Belle?
Look on the screen.
Oh, come here. No.
You need to smother them. They love it when you smother them and make them feel trapped.
No, they don't. So we're checking if Frankie's gonna be okay with another cat, because if she is, we'll grab her. We're getting another cat because I think she's been a bit lonely, or she could do with a friend. Was she nice on a friend?
Music's so chill. Normal, fine.
Is she a tabby too?
Yeah.
Okay, you there?
Yeah, still here.
Thank you for your patience. Okay, so Frankie is fearful, so it would be, and very young still, so it should be okay, but just with a very slow introduction.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Our cat that we currently have, she's very placid and really easygoing. I was just more worried about how Frankie would do, but we can organise
Yeah,
this
as long
one.
as you take your patience and things like that, that's not a problem. As long as there's, like, we generally say to start them in a launch room, so to speak, so they have their own room and everything, get used to the smells, sounds, etc.
Yep.
Before actually introducing them face to face, and obviously make sure that they both have a safe getaway if they don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, cool, no worries. Well, we might come in and have a look if that's okay, and then we'll go from there.
No problem at all.
No worries, thanks for your help, appreciate it.
Thank you for your interest. Have a good day.
Bye-bye. It's $250. They're basically not making any money on it because
Yeah.
they have to pay for all the shit that they...
Well, is she gonna come microchipped? Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, it's $250 all inclusive of...
Wow.
Yeah.
Like vaccinations and everything
Yeah,
too.
well, we should go because they
Yeah.
said doors open at 3.
She also said, did you hear her say prices go up on Tuesday?
Yeah.
See you at RSPCA. Guys, I've never been to an RSPCA before, and it kind of makes me sad to think that all of these pets have been abandoned. They're barking.
Yeah. If we had a house, we could get a dog.
I know, but we don't, and we're not gonna be getting a dog. We can't do that. That's mean. We have arrived at RSPCA, the Illawarra shelter to be specific. Also, Cat Lounge, are you kidding me? That is so freaking cute. That's August, actually. We walked in and I instantly found Frankie, of course. Look at her. Absolutely adorable. Also, do you remember Patsy? She got adopted literally the day before with Keith. How cute is that? Anyway, we got to meet Frankie. She was just giving us the lowdown on her history. She's actually got conjunctivitis at the moment. So if you see any clips of her and one eye is half closed, you know, that's the vibe. That's why. She was so sweet. She was so sweet. Oh, adopt Christopher, please. He's been there for ages. Also, these are some other cute cats that you can probably not adopt now, actually, because they've probably been snatched up. But we got our little Frankie. We love her. We actually had to quickly go to Kmart to pick up a few supplies before we went home. So Daniel quickly did that while I sat in the car with her. And we just set her up in the office because she needed her own room, obviously, to make sure that she didn't get too overwhelmed being in a new house. But yeah, we're so grateful for her. Perfect. I hate this door.
Can take it off.
She's curious.
Yeah. Just in case. She's already out.
She's not as fearful and shy as I said she would be.
I mean, she does look pretty scared.
Yeah, but I feel like any kitten would be scared.
Her belly is so warm.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just skin. Hey!
Frankie was already purring in Daniel's arms, which is a great sign. And then Belle accidentally got in here for a second. At first, Belle didn't realize that there was another cat here.
Yeah.
She was walking around and then she saw her and she was like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
and
almost
they were
immediately.
staring at each other. But it's too soon, so we'll introduce them in a couple of days. We'll let you know
Oh, dear.
how it goes. All you want to do is headbutt me. She's so cute. Make biscuits, girl. Learn how to make biscuits. There's some hardcore purring, girlfriend. Alright, this is the progression of how we introduced Belle to Frankie. It was a whole debacle. Daniel was really excited the day that we got her. Daniel really wanted to just have them be loving on each other and getting along. So on the Sunday that we got Frankie, we put her in the shower, obviously dry, and then we brought Belle in there to look at her through the shower, and Belle was not having it. She didn't like it at all. She was like growling and hissing, and she was a little bit scared, so we just quickly let her out. And then I decided that we weren't gonna make them interact for a couple of days at least, because I feel like that was a little bit traumatic for Belle. So we waited a couple days with no interaction, and during that time I gave Belle something of Frankie's to sniff, so like her blanket, just so she knows that there's another cat here, and obviously she can smell it anyway through the office. Look, there's no one in here. No one. No. I'm gonna put you on the squishy. You're gonna sniff around. Okay? You have a big sniff. This is your little sister. She's doing a good job. Just sniffing around. This is where she's been hanging out the most the past couple of days, so her scent's most definitely in here. At about day 3, I think, Daniel held Frankie in his arms and just brought her out into the living room and just showed her to Belle. Belle's in hiding underneath the laundry, and Frankie is in Daniel's arms because we're not letting her explore just yet. But Belle's being really good and she's sniffing Frankie's blanket. And Frankie was fine. Like, I think in the phone call, the RSPCA lady said, just make sure that they have an escape route if they like don't like the situation. But Frankie was so chill. That's what I mean, like she wasn't even fearful at all. So we just held Frankie, showed Belle. Belle was growling and hissing a little bit. I think we did that twice. And then a couple days later, we let Frankie out of the office. We just let her explore the house and Belle could just watch her. Oh, big wide world. Big wide world.
That's good, because Belle's, she's
just sitting?
hiding on the chair watching. They don't have to interact necessarily, she can at least just look at her and
Yes.
see.
Belle is now on the ground, which is, I think, a good sign because Frankie's obviously on the ground exploring. Belle didn't love that Frankie was in the living room, so she ran to the kitchen ledge and sat there for a bit. She's never sat there in her life. Is never up on this ledge, but I think it's the furthest and most hidden spot / comfiest spot that she has found to get away from our very lovely friend Frankie. Poor girl. I think they will get along eventually. But I think she was like, I can't go out there, so I had to carry out there and just let her see that Frankie wasn't there anymore, so she could, you know, reclaim her space. I didn't let Frankie out during the night for a good week at least, I think. But after we let Frankie explore the house, I think we waited one more day, and then during the day we'd let Frankie out and just explore and let Belle and Frankie interact with each other.
See how Belle like growls, but she's also not in an aggressive
Yeah.
stance. Like,
They're pretty close. This is the closest Belle has let her without growling or hissing, which is awesome.
I think they're figuring it out.
Yeah.
I think Belle's relaxing a little bit each time.
Belle has no idea that Frank is right below her. She's like, what the hell?
She figuring it out.
Yeah.
Oh.
She can see her tail. This is actually kind of cute though. And Belle definitely getting used to Frankie in her space, and there was a bit of growling and a bit of hissing, but it wasn't aggressive, so we're thinking that she was just trying to put her boundaries in place and trying to communicate with Frankie like, hey, like, this is my space, know your place, basically. But like slowly and slowly they were getting closer and closer in proximity. You're actually so rude for stealing her off my lap.
I hate the play, I hate the game. The cat whisperer.
And like there was no swatting. It was just like a hiss or a growl, like, you're being too skits. Because obviously Frankie's like running up and down the hallway, she got so much energy, she's a kitten. That's just like big sisters, right? I can definitely say now though that the two cats are getting along and they're getting much closer in proximity. Like, I don't think Belle has hissed or growled in ages, and they're learning how to play with each other.
See? You can't hog it all. Look at her, she's hogging it.
It's kind of cute.
Belle, you're not even gonna do anything, just leave it.
I didn't mention this, but the age difference is actually Belle's 6 years old and Frankie's 6 months old. So Belle's old enough to be her mum. And I'm talking about Frankie being like her little sister, but ultimately it's like mum and daughter vibes. So I think with a little bit more time, they can get a little bit closer and start snuggling, and Belle can take care of Frankie. And yeah, I'm really excited. Speaking of a cat, I'm so glad that Belle is slowly and surely getting used to Frankie, because Frankie is just too cute, and so is Belle. But there you go. We have a kitten in the house now, and her name is Frankie, and she's the cutest little munchkin ever. You will definitely be seeing her more now on my Instagram. You probably won't be able to tell the difference because they both look very similar. Thanks for coming back to watch another video of mine. Make sure to do all the things, like, comment, subscribe, share, turn that notification bell on because I post every week. Remember to be kind to one another, guys, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!